Susie Evans' decision to freeze her eggs came at a time when she was already questioning almost every part of her life. The Bachelor Nation alum, 32, revealed just how emotional the process became in a YouTube video posted Friday, August 14th, sharing footage from her egg freezing journey. What was supposed to be a step toward protecting her future unfolded while she was dealing with fear, family guilt, and her younger sister's cancer treatment. When I started my injections, I knew I was going to vlog the process, but I was coming off of a really tough week, Susie said. I was super emotional. My little sister was diagnosed with cancer last year, and earlier that week, she FaceTimed me when she had shaved her head from chemo. That moment left Susie confronting more than the physical demands of fertility treatment. Being away from her family in Virginia while living in California had already been weighing heavily on her. I was battling with this anxiety of, am I a good enough sister? Am I a good enough daughter? I was feeling guilt for living so far away, she explained. All of these overwhelming thoughts and feelings were creeping into my head. What am I doing with my life? Should I be in LA? Am I doing the right thing? Am I ever going to find somebody here? I was just dealing with so much stuff. Against that backdrop, freezing her eggs became about more than fertility. For Susie, it represented one decision she could make for herself, while so many other questions about her future remained unanswered. For someone like me who wants to be a mom, and I dream of having a family someday, but I'm 32 going on 33 pretty soon, she said. That's not to say that 5 years from now, I'm not going to have a totally natural, healthy pregnancy without having to use these eggs. You never know what's in store for you, but the thing that I love about it is that it's taking control of what you can, right now. She also made it clear that freezing her eggs does not mean she has decided she will need them. I know that my eggs are going to be the youngest, the healthiest, most pristine that they'll ever be, so why not get a batch of them put aside in case I need them in the future? Susie first announced the decision in May, when she began preparing for the egg retrieval procedure. The process required hormone injections designed to stimulate her ovaries and encourage them to release eggs. At the time, she was already open about the complicated emotions surrounding the decision. I officially started hormone injections in preparation for my egg retrieval in about 2 weeks, she captioned footage shared on Instagram. Yesterday was very emotional for me starting the medication. I felt a combination of fear, sadness, and immense gratitude for the science that makes this possible, and for the opportunity to freeze my eggs. There was also a bigger reason behind her decision. Susie said she was still trying to figure out what marriage and children would look like in her life. I look at the life I've built and the blessing of having the option to freeze my eggs, and I feel incredibly grateful, she stated at the time. So without further ado, let's get these eggs on ice, y'all. For Susie, the procedure was never a promise about exactly when she would become a mother, or whether she would ultimately need the eggs at all. It was a way to preserve an option while she continues figuring out the next chapter of her life.